Good morning and welcome to Daily Game Design. This is the show where I struggle through figuring out whether a game has life or not. So, yeah, thinking to spend some more time on South Shore Vibes today. I feel like my schedule's been kind of slightly different these days. I haven't gone into the game stores. I am hoping to go to Armchair tonight, but I feel like I haven't really gotten as much gaming as I typically do. Of course, the holidays really changed things with my parents being here and hanging out with them, and um, yeah, just trying to I realize on some level that with all the gaming I've done and all the relationships I've enjoyed building that way, I have neglected other relationships, friendships, and so it was kind of nice over the last couple of days to get back to to investing in those people again. So, but that means less games. And it's difficult to to try to do everything. Well, okay. I think I took a couple of notes yesterday. I was at school working on this a little bit. Actually, I wonder if I think I need to take a turn or two. So one thing that struck this is not like the level of cutthroatness and blocking and like being irritating to people is rising. And so I think South Shore Vibes is not the name for this game. Because this is not the type of setting that I would like to see on the South Shore. Uh, it's not really necessarily what happens on the South Shore. Okay. I'm in the middle of a Terraforming Mars game. I've forgotten how to play, to be honest. If I'm being honest with you. Um but yeah, I gotta take a turn here. Never really understood like the plants and bacteria and animals tags. Never really got into those. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, we're drafting. I forgot about drafting. Um 6% oxygen. I think I need earth tags. I'm pretty sure earth tags are good for me. Oh, I'm kind of focusing on earth tags, so I think I'll take this actually. Is this my hand? I don't understand what is happening. You must select one card to draft, buy or discard later. Oh, that's my hand. Okay. And these are the cards I'm supposed to be drafting from. 35. Wow. Draw one card. That's a building tag. What am I making? I think I'm making heat. I'm making a fair amount of heat. So I think this one sounds good. Actually, I think it's yes, because I have the prelude card that gave me a bunch of heat anyway, so I think that's good. No earth tags. Select one. Nothing special there. I am making some of this. I'll try this. Okay, I think that's it. Just taking my turns for whatever I have on BGA. I think today I might cut the stream a little bit short because I'm going into school and I had a bit of a late start. So I'm playing challengers for the first time with a friend of mine. My ones are gonna just mess him up because I have the makeup artist. We'll see how it goes. It's crazy. Challengers in turn-based challengers is horrible. Or at least it's just really sad. Because then you're just waiting for the other player to flip their cards. River of Gold, I think, is really cool. The main issue I feel I cannot deliver. Interesting. It's not this guy, because is there a way? I think no. I need to. Yeah, I need to get a certain resource. I think I can build. How much money do I have? I have 9. Building in 6. What does that look like? They're not great spots, I guess, right? The incentives deliver to 3 different customer types. Reach the thing. So I'm well on my way down there. This other one is own 3 buildings of the same type. What do I own right now? I own a shrine. Is that it? Is that all I built? Oh. And I own a market. So a shrine and a market. Is a shrine up for grabs? It is. So I could do that. Place a shrine for 4 influence. And I'll gain something I don't really need right now, but it's still something I can trade. I don't really know the best, like, because a person could get 4 things here, they could get 4 things there, so they're comparable. I don't know. Both are worth 6 money. Yeah, I don't really know the difference. It's nice it didn't take all of my money. Yikes, looks like we're having some connection issues. Oh, did he just take his turn? Oh. And I received a coin. Thank you so much. I need to use... Oh, no. I need to use these sun things. What are they? Divine favors. What did he do? Oh, it's because you went through here. Well, okay. So, yeah, so what I was thinking about is that you're right. It is not South Shore vibes. It was a very different type of shore. Getting my turns on BGA out of the way. How are you doing today? What are you hoping to get done? Oh, something I did at school yesterday is just build out a few more of these cards. So pretty much what I did is I took out one set and added some more. So 2, 4, and 6 points for making the shape. And then every subsequent time the player makes the shape, they earn the smaller number. Not sure if that makes sense yet, but at the moment it makes sense to me. And then I the shape that would cost victory points to make, the one that has players jumping around, and just replaced it with these like this one became a whole set, kind of honeycomb, dance straight down, and I guess it's kind of cool that none of them overlap exactly. I'm going to try to work with editing the podcast. Nice. It's not going to be too interesting, but worth a shot. Okay. You're just going to be like listening through your podcast and editing it. I don't know if you know this, Francisco, but I don't currently have a podcast, but I did a podcast with a friend of mine. What do we call it? The Weekly. I'm not suggesting you listen to it either. I'm just saying you're not the only one involved in podcasting, okay? Weekly Daily Drizzle. This was actually, I think we started, I wonder if we started before COVID. Oh, look, we even get an AI overview. The Weekly Daily Drizzle is a podcast hosted by Darnell and Scott that features celebrity interviews, advice, and listener Q&A. The show focuses on keeping things real while discussing a variety of topics. Incredible. You should not listen to it. And the reason you shouldn't is that it's completely absurdist. Like, very little of what we actually talk about is like true. Yeah, you're not alone. So that's just why it's in, because I was the editor for our podcast. And I did definitely some editing magic when it came down to it. There we are. This is 2020. Self-improvement. We call it self-improvement. You can see we did 12 episodes. And at some point during the show, because as I said, again, this is during COVID time. At some point during the show, we were, I forget what the story was. I haven't listened through this. It was 2020, as you can see. I haven't listened through this in a long time. We started this before everything shut down with COVID. So we, I think what we tried to do was create a kind of escapist thing. It was just kind of our way of dealing with the weirdness of COVID and giving people something strange to listen to. So we had a good time with it. Like, the celebrities were just our friends, and we just made stuff up. I wonder if I can play it. Hang on, I'll give you a little sample. I know there's going to be... I won't be able to listen through the...
Hey everybody, it's Scott here, and you're listening to the Weekly Daily Drizzle.
Season 1, Episode 1, Be My Valentine. And since you're listening to this on Valentine's Day, Yeah, we've decided to go with the predictable cliche theme of loss. I think one of the interesting features of today's episode will be the fact that it's 8:40 in the morning. You might be able to hear some of the birds chirping. I've finished breakfast not too long ago. Hey everybody, it's Scott here, and you're listening to the Weekly Daily Drizzle, Season 1, Episode 1, Be My Valentine. And since you're listening to this, hey, yeah, we've decided to go with the predictable cliche theme of love and loss. I think one of the interesting features of today's episode will be the fact that it's 8:40 in the morning. You might be able to hear some of the birds chirping. I've finished breakfast not too long ago, and my co-host Darnell is still in our shared space. We do sleep in separate beds, a few inches from each other. So I'm gonna go in and see if he's awake, and we'll get this thing going. See, the thing is, you have to understand that Darnell and I have some history, and in fact, I think we'll share our origin story in the next couple of episodes. But see, one of my goals for this podcast is figuring out what I have to do in order to forget. What I have to do in order to get Darnell to forget that we're recording, and yeah, I'll dig into that at some point in the near future. But yeah, I'm gonna go in, probably turn off the AC and see how this goes. Bro, are you ready? This is happening right here, right now.
Right here? Right now?
Yeah, man. This is it. This is the Weekly Daily Drizzle.
Welcome everybody to our show.
The Weekly Daily Drizzle! Dang, I want to listen to that. You're going to get cheeseburgers? On a date?
Or a milkshake?
So how do you turn love into a moneymaker?
It's over 50.
Over 50.
So it's either me or you getting divorced.
That was a crazy time. That was a crazy time. Not only was the show crazy, but also COVID was crazy. But yeah, I think there could be some other appropriate cliches to replace love and loss. I was weirdly proud of that whole like just getting the episodes done, like trying to get them out on time. I don't remember much of what we talked about, but it was a really fun little project with my buddy, and we haven't, like he was just a funny, chaotic guy, and it was just, it was interesting to just try to make sense of what we were doing. Like, to edit was really difficult because, well, first of all, we didn't use like good equipment. I just had a little handheld, like, it was kind of audio video recorder. It was meant for like live music and stuff. Like Darnell was here for just the semester. I came in January. He'd already been here for like since September, and they're just here for a school year. These guys, the interns. So we finished right before the end of the school year. It was really challenging to edit because sometimes, so we started off like telling this like absurd story, and it really was like, we were in separate places. I was on a plane, he was somewhere else. We were still doing the podcast. We both went to some underground bunker where there were celebrities. I think LeBron James was there. So like really like it was absolutely absurd. And sometimes Darnell would forget the story we were telling, and he would just say other stuff like about where we actually were and what we were actually doing. And so I had to figure out what I could keep and cut when our stories just like did not match, because I didn't want to give up on the farce of it. And I think that may be a weakness of mine. Like I want to, what is it, like stick with the bit or whatever. And so I kind of tried to probably manage a little too much. But anyway, we had fun with it, and I am curious to go back and listen through and see what it's about. Well, anyway, have fun with your podcast editing. The Weekly Daily Drizzle. Dang, I want to listen to that. It's so goofy. All right. Okay, so my thinking here is these cards are available. They just come out in a kind of a display of 3 or 4 cards. And then I don't know if each player should have a starting card or if they should be, if they should each have a 1, like a A1, B1, C1, or D1. Gives you a little something to, a little way to make points, some shapes to make. What I ended up doing here too is like all of the shapes are 4 for 2 points. They're 4 hexes long, and then 5, and then 6. Well, for 6 points there's 7 hexes. Wait, this one is not 7 hexes. Everything else is 7 hexes. Why did I do this at 6? I think because this is the only one that really forces the player from right to left. Did I do this on purpose or just overlook? I don't know. Made them yesterday. Okay, so turn taking. I'm thinking that players should always play from left to right, bottom to top. So I had a kind of weird system where if we were playing that everybody rides the same wave, i.e. this is one wave and it finishes like people are on it in real time and they all move on it together. What I'm thinking now is that this is more of just like the open area, like it's just the whole break, like the whole like this is not just one wave at a time, but it's just like the whole area. So you can, interesting. I wonder if I need to like make a surf inside, surf outside kind of situation. But yeah, so people are going to be catching waves at different times. And one weird thing, so I realize this is actually going to be this has the potential to be a very mean game, very, very mean. And so I don't like that. I wouldn't like that mood. Because anyway, there would be a lot of blocking. That's kind of the point. Yeah, you're just like cutting off other surfers, and that's not a great spirit for surfing anyway. So, but that would also mean that I wouldn't want to name this South Shore Vibes, because these are not the vibes I'm interested in. Yeah, it's that's a tricky thing. Like, what is the game for? What is it meant to represent? What types of interactions does it allow? I don't think I can avoid with things as they are now. I mean, I think it's just a part of the game that, yeah, you're going to be getting in each other's way. But yeah, not sure where to go with that exactly. Well, anyway, I needed to simplify the turns, so and make sure that everybody's taken their turn. I think one way to do that is just work from left to right. So like in this situation, purple goes. Oh, what about this? Can purple do this? What is happening here? Wow, wait a second. Wait a second. What is this? So, okay, so purple is farthest left, right? They started up here, they jumped on the other side of pink. Pink is heading down, yellow's over here off to the right. So purple, it's purple's turn. Now we check this column and it's pink's turn. Say pink continues this very boring straight down situation. Well, but then we check this column and it's purple again, isn't it? Isn't it purple again? And if they keep going this way, then it's purple again. And again. Right? Because anyway, now it's yellow's turn. So what is yellow going to do? They're just going to drop straight down. But now it's purple again. And it's purple again. So as long as purple keeps on this line, right, keeps moving to the right, they keep going. That's crazy. Interesting. Okay. What about, let's go back here. So it's purple again. Let's say purple cuts back, right? Now it's pink's turn. What if pink cuts back and jumps in front of purple? It's purple's turn again. Now purple has a choice. Is purple going to drop in, just drop straight down? Or maybe they're going to head back this way anyway. Maybe they're working on a shape. Well, then it's pink's turn. I think this is weird. I think the rules would be very weird to write. The reason I'm saying that is, like, how would you describe that purple is in this column, but purple is actually right here right now? Right? Would you have to show that with like a little surfer? You just place a little surfer on your die. Maybe that's the way to do it. But okay, now we're back to pink. Pink can now drop down. And it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt yellow. Yeah, they can just go any direction. Okay, we're back to purple. So purple is here. Oh, you know what can happen? So purple can come down here. And then it's purple's turn again. Purple could jump in here. Right? Now it's pink's turn, because pink is bottom to top. Pink is below yellow. So pink has no choice at this point but to go over there. And now yellow. And now what happens? Okay, actually, wait a second. So I think once purple finishes, purple pulls their dice off right away. So in fact, purple did clear out and leave everything for yellow. Okay, yellow's here now. One thing I haven't done yet, let me let me get some dice here. I haven't experimented with what it means. I'm going to grab these. Three, 4, 5, 6. Because we're back in Chicago. So let's say it's 6. Let's say 5, 2, and 1. So this is one way to do it. Oh man, I wish I'd slept a little more. I woke up at 5:15. Okay, so yellow's turn. Let's say yellow cruises down here. Now who's gonna go though? Is it whoever has fewer victory points? Well, what do they do? Do they get a turn right away? Or do they have to take a turn on the shore? I guess they can choose, right? Well, let me just run this whole thing again. All right, let's say we have a clear leader. Pink has 10. Purple is at 6. Okay, no ties, because I don't know what to think about ties yet. So yellow places first. What does yellow want to do? Let's say yellow wants to surf inside. Because they're just going for points down this way. Also, why did these start dropping behind the numbers? Okay. Okay, then it's purple. So I wonder if I can give points. Should I now give points just for the starting location? Probably, right? Because in a way, oops. So points for a starting location. I would think it is it always a disadvantage? I mean, unless you're working for like a big shape, like you would never need to come out here, right? Like, what would be the point? And you couldn't come out here until, like, this has got to be 0, right? It's got to be 0. So 0, and then starting 1 up from that, 2, and then up from that. Let's go right to, I don't know, 5. Because the risk is always going to be that you run out of dice. And if you run out of dice, I just think you don't score. I don't think you get anything. At the same time, maybe this is too high because you could just get points up here and then not even finish down here, right? That doesn't seem good. Like, is it only, how would you say, how would you define, yeah, I'm not sure how I would describe that rule. Because it seems like you would want to get points only if you finish, but like that's a different icon, right? So I think Uncle Wallace is now, he's a D4 and he's just cruising around here in the middle, just kind of getting in the way. I kind of like the notion of having a surfer that you place on the wave as you go down. Like, this seems insane though. I think this is no longer relevant because I think players are gaining dice. Maybe gain dice for cheaper? Gain for a wave. Okay, so this could become cheaper. How much cheaper though? Because maybe this is 4 now and then this becomes 2. Because I'm back in Chicago. I don't know about surfboards anymore. Okay. Thanks, Francisco. Have a productive day. I'll see you soon. Yeah, this gear is now... This is still relevant. The surfboards are not relevant. So I think there could be a reason. There could be something to think through for getting these boards. But I almost think everybody having access to upgrades, the same upgrade, might be important now. Because it could just be a race to yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, especially if I'm removing exhaustion, that's what this ability is. Right? And I just took care of this. This is also not a thing. This is kind of weird. To make this a 2 as well. So you could have this, but then still want to upgrade to this because it gives you the flexibility of going here. Anyway, I was really surprised. If the turn taking works by checking left to right, bottom to top, then technically a player who goes left can keep taking their turn until keep taking turns until they are in line with another player. So that's kind of neat. Because that is like you're catching the wave, you're just cruising, like you're just flying down the wave. What is falling off mean now? No. Yeah, so I'm really intrigued by this idea of moving down the wave this way. So let's say, okay, so yellow places, now purple, now pink. Let's say pink comes out over here for some reason. Or no, maybe pink is heading this way, working on... Start here? Let's start here. Let's start up here. Okay. Do they have any shapes yet? Not too sure. Like, so 1, 2, and let's say purple hops down here. 1, 2. Okay, no, that's everybody. Then we go back this way. It's purple, bottom to top. So we kind of go along this bottom row, right, and kind of look up the row. So it's purple. Now we look up the row. Look up the row here. There's no surfboards. That's the key. I think there do need to be now surfboards. So now it's yellow's turn. And yellow is blocked, but can decide to go down here, I guess. Head towards the 6. And then it's yellow. Wait. No, purple would go again. So purple goes again. Why do they want to go for the 2? I'm not too sure. What if I wonder if there's a way, like I was just thinking that the die could increase the cost of an upgrade, but that also just means that you gain the victory points and you lose the victory points because you're buying the upgrade. So that's not really that useful. It also feels, it feels weird. Like that's an odd, heavy-handed kind of pressure. Okay, so everybody's gone. Now it's yellow. Yellow's gonna, oh wait, purple needs to go away. Because purple finished their wave already. So what happens now? Like, okay, like when is purple gonna go? Right, do they go after the wave here? Oh man, this could be a tough day. Okay, so purple just finished their wave. Yellow finished their wave. Actually, yellow finished first. Or did purple already cleared out? I don't remember. Anyway, so check. Okay, now at the end of the wave, actually, I think we're going to head down this way. Okay, I think the way it would work is, now that we're done checking the wave, if you're not on the wave, then you place, and you place in order of lowest to highest victory points. So if you're not on the wave, so yellow just got 6, so they're at 11. Purple got 2. Okay, so purple gets to place first. Let's have purple spend 4? Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4 to gain a die. And then place. up here. Oh, wait. Do we re-roll here? Actually, I do think I'm basically ready for moving this into TTS. So maybe I'll do that and then end a little bit early. Yeah, at least in this case, it's not bad at all to playtest in Canva itself. Like that actually works. Also, I'm not convinced that these numbers are right. They're just in there for now. What am I gonna do here? So neutral dice. Okay. Yikes. Current page. Let's go with TTS. And then I'm back in Chicago. Yeah, I feel like realizing that little detail with the rule. I feel like that's the kind of thing that sets a game apart. Like just discovering that, and I think that's pretty cool. Then I'm back in Chicago. Please. Oh no. Come on. Oh, look at how much cleaner that looks too. Yeah, I don't know what these markers were for up here. Okay. So neutral dice was 5 + 1 for each player or something like that. You could probably start with like 5, or maybe just 2 for each player. 2 neutral dice for each player. So we could do 8 here. right? Because then these get rolled. Okay. All right. You probably start with, let's say, 5 dice. Right? You could start here for 4. You could start up here for 5. And then once you start gaining more and more dice, I wonder if you should subtract points for each neutral or add points for each of yours. So let's say the final score. Oh, let me add. So green can't really be a color, let's just say. Pink. Huh. What colors were it? What was happening over here? Purple, pink, and yellow. Blue maybe? Well, anyway, it just can't be green because I have dice now that are points, and those need to be green. Anyway, so let's see what rolling these does. Okay, cool. And you all need to be blue now. Add a couple of dice. There's 10. Okay. All right, I do need to head out. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me make some progress. Testing 2 neutral dice per player. Score is number of dice used of your color. Oops. Did not want to finish that. Come on. Hang on, connection. Hang on. Shoot. Anyway, I do want to save this. This is gone. I need to add the cards in here. But I'm going to save this as, what is the South Shore Vibes? No, I think just Party Wave, yeah. Party Wave.